Hello everybody, I welcome you to a new video. After a longer time I didn't upload any art vlog because I'm currently in the exam period, so it's kinda all chaotic and I don't have much time because I'm studying a lot. But finally a new art vlog, and I will start by explaining what you're seeing on the screen. Along with my studio group we visited Kutná Hora and explored several exhibitions. What we are seeing here is an exhibition by Jan Schwankmajer, which really fascinated me. Some of you may know that I collect bones, and over the past year I've been thinking about how to use them instead of letting them gather dust at home, and this exhibition gave me a lot of inspiration for that, for the future. And that said, I have no idea where he sourced some of these exotic animal bones, so I probably won't be creating sculptures on that scale. However, I could work with some shells or skulls. Just a disclaimer, all the bones I found are found in a forest. I never killed animal or something like that. I don't even source bones from like a hunter. It's all found laying on the forest, so they all died naturally. And here is my first glimpse of my new studio. Yes, I finally have an art studio. I'm absolutely thrilled about it. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and it's been a game changer for me because before I painted large pieces at home in like a tiny 1 square meter space. So now I finally have the freedom to work without distractions because, as you may know, if you work at home where you have all the stuff that can bother you, like the TV or like anything, but the art studio is just a room where you have only art, and it just makes you more productive. But it's not just about productivity because it's also healthier for me because I work with turpentine, so now I don't have to sit in a room full of fumes for the rest of the day. And it's also perfect for stretching canvases and working on larger paintings. The studio isn't fully equipped yet. I only have a mattress there for now, and I'm considering buying a new easel since my current one isn't ideal for large pieces. But I didn't think I would have studio so soon, so it feels like a dream come true. Now, on to the main topic of today's video: dealing with rejection from art school. This idea came from one of my followers who asked how I cope with being rejected, and I think it's a great topic that could help a lot of people. So I applied to art schools for 2 years in a row. Even now, while studying a private university, I tried again to get into AVU and Umton, which are art universities in Czech Republic. And during my first attempt, I applied to AVU Umton and University in Plzeň. I made it to the first round at Umton, but I didn't get past the first round for the others, and this year I reached the second round at AVU, but nothing beyond that. One thing you should know is that during consultations, professors may praise your work and even suggest that they would like to accept you, but that doesn't always translate into the results. And it's tough when we are told one thing and experience another, because one of the teachers I spoke with before applying said that they really loved my painting. They were really genuinely excited, but I still didn't get in, so it's a lot of competition. What helped me cope was ability to adapt and find new goals, because for years my dream was to get into AVU and I couldn't imagine life otherwise. But I realized that rejection didn't mean the end. Many successful artists didn't attend art school and they are still successful. So for me, imagining an alternative, like working in a cafe while painting in the evenings, felt freeing compared to high school life where I spent hours in school and even more studying at home. You can also consider studying something else while continuing to paint or take a gap year to work or travel. And remember, rejection doesn't define your talent. Many artists who are rejected are simply not the right fit for that specific school or atelier, but it doesn't mean your art isn't good. Because I make mostly realism paintings, and in the public universities they usually accept like more modern paintings, so it doesn't mean that your art is bad. The key to stay confident is find alternatives and keep improving your craft. If art is your passion, there's always a way to make it work, even without formal education. For me, now I make, I would say, good money from art, and it's not about that I am studying art school, it's all about that I put work into social media. Few of my videos blow up on TikTok and Reels. That's the only way how I make money. So you don't need art school for that. You can just start doing videos on YouTube or on TikTok, Reels. There's many possibilities how to make it work, and you really don't need art school for that. And I would also say that some artists also got discouraged by applying to or by studying art school. That's why I'm also glad that I didn't attend art high school, because in high school they usually directly tell you what to do, which would probably discourage me and maybe even make me lose interest in painting entirely. Whereas in university they give you a lot more freedom in what you paint, or at least in the Czech Republic. I don't know if it's the same in USA or other countries. I think that if you don't get into art school, it's really not that big of a deal. For me, or at least in Czech Republic, it's mostly about having the context via art school, because you meet a lot of people who are gallerists. So for me, it really wasn't about getting better in art, but of course that's what will happen if you or usually that's what happens if you go to art school. But for me it was mostly about wanting to have the contacts, because the contacts are really important in artwork. I hope it was somehow understandable what I was trying to say, and I will see you next week. I hope. I have only 2 exams left, so I hope it will be better, and I will post more art vlogs. Have a nice day, create, and I will see you hopefully next week. Bye.